Royal Challengers Bengaluru entered the IPL playoffs in the most dramatic of fashions. Ahead of the match, the number 18 took a lot of prominence. If RCB had to enter the playoffs, they had to chase down a target in excess of 200 in 18.1 overs or win by 18 runs. On the day when RCB scored 218, it also perfectly aligned with this. In the end, CSK needed 201 to qualify or secure their own playoff spot, but they fell short by 10 runs of the qualification mark and by 27 runs of the target. Now, it was a pretty lucky day for RCB, and we can argue that they made their luck. Rain was supposed to play spoil sport, but all it did was interrupt the match for 41 odd minutes. RCB's batting effort was brilliant. They actually lost the toss in a match that was expected to be rain affected, which is always a disadvantage. And their power play didn't go according to plan. They scored only 42 runs. But there was a break in the power play which sort of even appeared to change the conditions a bit. The ball started gripping and turning after the players came back after the rain break, and RCB could only muster 42 runs. But each of their top order batters scored. Kohli scored, Duplessis, Patidar, and then DK and Maxwell came up with cameos. So 218 was a pretty good score. RCB or any other side, they haven't scored that many runs at the Chinnaswamy this season. This is only the third 200 plus score in 7 matches. So RCB did pretty well in their batting. And it also helped that Ruturaj dropped Green when he was on 18, and Green also went on to make 38 important runs, and he was not out at the end. So RCB's batting was first rate, and CSK looked very much in the game. They lost 2 early wickets, but Rahane and Rachin Ravindra batted pretty well, and Rachin Ravindra was especially stroking very well. But from around 85 for 2, I think, they sort of slumped to 119 for 5. Rahane was priced out by Lockie Ferguson first ball after being introduced, and Shivam Dubey struggled. He came in as an impact player but could only score 7 of 15 balls. He struggled to middle the ball. He struggled to get the strike rotating, and it was an overall bad day for him. And he was also involved in a run out that cost Rachin Ravindra his wicket. He was the key there. And at one point, CSK looked good, and then they suddenly slumped, and they needed 70 odd from 5 overs. That was when Dhoni and Jadeja were there. 2 very accomplished batters, but they were also 6 wickets down, which meant that 1 more wicket and it was mostly curtains. But they both batted superbly. They took the game till the wire, and they needed, I think CSK needed 17 runs of the last over, and Yash Dayal came to bowl. And when Dhoni hit the first ball, a full toss on leg side outside the ground, it seemed like CSK had somehow snatched victory, or rather qualification, from the jaws of defeat. But Yash Dayal held his nerve. He dismissed Dhoni of the next ball, and he bowled a few dot balls, and in the end Jadeja was on strike with 2 balls remaining and 10 runs. We have seen him do that before, where in last year's final, when he hit Mohit Sharma for a 6 and a 4 of the last 2 balls to give CSK the title. This time he couldn't do it. Both went off as dot balls, and it was also a redemption for Yash Dayal. If you remember last year, he was smashed by Rinku Singh for 5 sixes in the final over, and Gujarat Titans, the club with which Yash Dayal was back then, lost the game in Ahmedabad. So it was also a redemption for Yash Dayal, qualification for RCB. Overall, a great day.